In this video, you'll learn how to access and navigate your MindTap course. To begin, you'll sign into your Cengage Learning faculty account. Within your account on the dashboard, you'll notice underneath the My Course heading, you have a link to open up your MindTap course. Simply click on this link to launch the MindTap course. The first time you access, you may be prompted to read and accept the license agreement. After doing so, you'll be directed to the main frame of the MindTap page. There are 3 views that you can navigate among within MindTap. The default view is a weekly view. This would show any activities that were set to be due in the given week. In your course, you likely have nothing set yet to be due within the week. The next view, and the view that's probably best for exploring the MindTap content, is what we call the unit view. You can click on the middle icon to launch that view. This launches a table of contents view of all of the MindTap content. The MindTap content will begin with some introductory exercises, including the College Success Factors Index, as well as the on-course skills self-assessments. You can then click on each chapter to launch the activities that are included for that chapter. Most chapters will have an identical structure of resources. Each will begin with the ebook for the chapter, and there will be some quizzing and journal entries within the chapter. And then you have activities for the chapter as well. The chapter quiz is a brief multiple choice quiz that will ensure that students have read the chapter. And then you'll have the chapter assignment. This activity is designed to be a bit more interactive and encourage the students to think critically and start applying what they've learned from the chapter. To launch any of these activities to review, simply click on the activity. We'll quickly take a look at the ebook. The ebook will match the print version of the text. A table of contents page will load it first, and you can navigate to a specific section of the chapter, or you can use the arrows on the side to navigate from chapter to chapter. Within the ebook, students have the ability to highlight and take notes. This is done simply by clicking and dragging over the text of the page. As an instructor, you have the ability to highlight and take notes and push those notes and highlights out to your students. Another popular ebook feature for students is what we call the Read Speaker. This allows for the text of the page to be read aloud. Students can click on the icon in the top left-hand corner, or they can click and drag over the relevant text and choose Read Text from the menu. Let's take a look at the assignment. To open a question, simply click on it from the list. The questions are designed to be interactive and help the students think critically about what they're learning. It also helps the student apply what they're learning to an everyday situation. Each student will have a slightly different version of the question. After answering the question, the student simply clicks Grade It Now, and the student can see right away feedback on whether their answer is correct or incorrect. You'll notice that the feedback is detailed and tailored to this student's version of the question. If the student wants to try the question again, he or she can hit Try Another Version, and the student will get a new version of the question. Students can attempt each question up to 3 times, and they get a new version of the question each time they attempt. You can explore each chapter simply by clicking on it from the list. The third view that you have is the Date Manager, and this is the easiest place to go through and set available and due dates on your activities. In the Recent Activity Scores window, this is where you'd be able to see the average class scores for activities that are recently due. You'll likely not have any information loaded here just yet. Lastly, running down the right-hand side of the page, we have what's called the App Dock. This is where you have access to additional resources for both you and your students. A few of these resources include search functionality, the Progress app, which is the gradebook and analytics piece of MindTap, pre-built flashcards, as well as a study hub that will include all of the notes and highlights that students have made throughout the ebook, and also allow students to create their own study guides.